mean, Mike McCarthy is a coach who's been a head coach in the NFL for 15 years. 15 years. When I hear a coach say that he feels his players are nervous, it makes me think of two things. They're unprepared and they don't trust themselves and they don't trust the people that they're going to do stuff with. I mean, when you are nervous, it means that you're not prepared for the moment. What are we doing? How confident are we in what we're doing it? That's as a player to a coach, but also players themselves. How confident are we in the things that we're going to go do? Our plan, the way that we've prepared, the way that we've practiced, all that stuff. There's a difference between being nervous and being anxious. Like being nervous, again, is unprepared. Being nervous is wanting the moment not to come, that you want it to be as far away or as delayed as possible. Being anxious is like, let's go. I can't wait for the moment to get here. And for Mike McCarthy to come out and say that about his football team, or at least that he felt that way about his football team into the game, dude, you're a head coach for 15 years in the NFL. One of the reasons why you were hired was because of the resume, was because of your background, was because that we felt, or the Cowboys felt, that you were a guy that could get this unit to overcome some of the things that a younger coach wouldn't be able to, or a less experienced coach would not be able to. So we're talking about a head coach that, you know, has a track record this season in at least 5 situations that he mismanaged the clock. Now he's coming out and saying he didn't think his players were prepared and that he felt it in the locker room. I just don't understand how Jerry Jones can sit there, hear those words. Like, you can't take that word back, Mike McCarthy. You know, words are like toothpaste. You can't shove it back into the tube. We heard you say that you felt the team was nervous. That means you didn't do your job in getting them as prepared as possible to go play in a football game.
A couple of things. I think you're wrong on that last part. I think you're being cruel. We get paid to talk on television all the time. I mean, literally professionals. I mean, when we talk about loquaciousness and what have you, just the ability to talk and articulate your points of view and talk, we get paid to do that every day. And sometimes we turn around in mid-sentence, catch ourselves and say, okay, maybe I should say a word differently. So I kind of think it's unfair, in all seriousness, Dan, to sit up there and say when he said nervous and then he immediately said, let me take that back, and he changed it to angst. I think you could give him a pass on that. I mean, in the moment. It ain't like he came back the next day or 2 days later.
It's not in the moment, though. I mean, it's
no.
The press conference is 3 days after the game.
No. The point is, during the press conference, he's asked a question. He gives an answer. He catches himself and corrects himself. In the moment, I think that's forgivable. Now, you come back 2-3 days later like Dak Prescott did, there's some cynicism, some raising of the eyebrows that may come into play because time has passed. But when you're in the moment, you understand what I'm saying? It's not like you're a professional talker. You're a professional football coach. Sometimes you might say the wrong word here or there, and I don't think that's that big of a deal. But I'm going to get to your bigger point. I think you're letting some folks off the hook. The fact of the matter is you're right about the coaches, but it ain't just them. It's the entire franchise. It's Jerry Jones for hiring them. It's Steven and Jerry Jones Jr. for signing off on it. It's the players themselves who were caught up because, see, when you in Big D and you win games during the regular season and everybody treats it like it's a Super Bowl title instead of a regular season game, you yourself as players can get caught up. And so all of a sudden, throughout the season, when you beating up on the weak NFC least, okay? The Washington that don't have a name, all right? The New York Giants that as far as I'm concerned, it is a pathetic franchise right now. And if they smart, they'll hire Louis Riddick, by the way. That's who should be your damn GM. Pay attention, Mr. Mara, okay? And, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles, who's on the come-up, but hasn't arrived yet, really. Jalen Hurts got some growing to do and what have you, along with some other people. We'll see where they go from there. That's the NFC least. But against everybody else, you are a below-average team. So you're the Dallas Cowboy players. You get caught up, and you feeling yourself throughout the regular season, and then the moment arrives. The playoffs are here. And now all that blustering and bloviating that you were doing, feeling yourself, the moment has arrived to show up and prove and validate you are what you think you are. And they got nervous from that point. Here's what I would tell you about McCarthy that needs to be said. And I hope that Mike McCarthy is watching. Dan Orlovsky is the football aficionado. I am not. I'm just a friendly old reporter that's been covering sports for 28 years, okay? Here's the deal, and I'm dead serious about this with Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
This is the one time I sincerely hope he's listening to me. Sir, you don't get it. Yeah, y'all led the league in penalties with 124-27, and then you finished over 1,100 yards in penalties this year. And yeah, you finished with 141 penalties. And you got to clean that up and what have you. You know what conclusion I came to, Dan Orlovsky? Mike McCarthy still hasn't figured out why he was fired from Green Bay. It's not because of your knowledge of X's and O's. It's because, sir, with all due respect, you have a problem leading men. You have a problem getting the pulse of your team and really getting in them and getting them motivated and hyped about performing, not just their jobs, not just for themselves, but for you. That's the difference. We got too many coaches out here that think because they can go to film or because they can go to the board like Dan Orlovsky and dissect and break down plays, that makes you qualified to be a coach. There's a lot of people in football that know football. The difference is, are you a leader of men? Can you galvanize them in such a way that forces them to maximize whatever ability and potential they have? For numerous years in Mike McCarthy's career, even though he's a Super Bowl champion from a decade ago, in numerous years, you have come up short. You did go to 4 other NFC championship games. We know you know football. I have no questions about Mike McCarthy's football knowledge. My problem is I don't think he has the pulse of his players. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.